Good morning. We will pay attention to trade discount, cash discount, and the cost price of goods purchased. When trade discount is allowed, you must subtract the trade discount from the cost price to determine the actual cost price that you will pay for the goods. No entry is recorded for trade discount. Cost price less trade discount, less cash discount if the goods are paid for immediately. Subtract the trade discount, and then on the reduced price you will subtract the cash discount. No entry will be recorded for the trade discount or the cash discount. When a business buys from a factory or wholesaler, trade discount is allowed because the goods are bought for the purpose of resale or because they want to increase their bulk sales. No entry is completed for trade discount. You deduct the trade discount from the price to determine what is your actual cost price, and that is the amount that the business will pay for the goods. Trade discount is deducted from the purchase price before the entry is recorded. The discount reduces the purchase price, and the amount paid or owed to the creditors will be the amount after the trade discount was deducted. Cash discount is deducted from the purchase price before the entry is recorded because the cash discount reduces the purchase price that will be paid. The price of the goods will reduce, and the amount that will be paid out of the bank will also decrease. If the goods are paid for on the purchase day, cash discount is allowed on the purchase price after the trade discount was deducted. No entry is recorded for cash discount or trade discount. Flour traders bought goods with a normal price of $20,000 on credit. It is the policy to allow 10% trade discount on sales in excess of $20,000 to stimulate the bulk sales and leave wholesalers maintain a profit of 60% on cost price. The normal price is $20,000. 10% trade discount is deducted, 2,000 Rand, so the actual purchase price will be 18,000. When the cost price for leaf wholesale is determined, you must use the normal sales price of 20,000 to determine the cost price. Because originally the cost price was used, adding 60% profit to it to determine the sales price of 160. So even if you allow discount to a customer, your cost price will not reduce, so you will calculate the cost price on the full 20,000, and that will give you 12,500. The entries in the ledger of flour traders will be creditors control, that is a liability, will increase on the credit side with the 18,000 that you owe to them. Inventory, that is an asset, will increase on the debit side with the 18,000, and no entry is recorded for the 2,000. In the accounting equation, inventory is debited to increase assets with 18,000. Creditors control is credited to increase liabilities with 18,000. A credit invoice is issued, and you will record this in the creditor's journal. In the ledger of leaf wholesalers selling the goods, you have to record two double entries. One double entry at sales price and one double entry at cost price. The debtors control will increase the assets on the debit side with the 18,000 that they receive for sales. Sales income will increase on the credit side with the 18,000 income. Cost of sales is an expense that will increase on the debit side with the cost price of the goods, and inventory asset will decrease on the credit side with 12,500. In the accounting equation, two double entries are completed. The one double entry will be at sales price, and the second double entry will be at cost price, because we're recording it in the books of the business selling the goods. Debtors control is debited to increase the assets with 18,000 because that is the money that they will receive in the future. Sales income will increase profits, so equity will increase with 18,000. A credit invoice is issued to the debtors, and this is recorded in the debtors journal. Cost of sales is debited because expenses increase on the debit side. Expenses decrease profit, so the equity will decrease. Inventory is credited to reduce assets with 12,500. If Leaf Wholesalers didn't allow trade discount, the net profit would be 7,500. The difference between the normal sales price of 20,000 and the cost price of 12,500. Because they allow trade discount, the profit reduced to 5,500 because now the sales price is 18 minus the cost price of 12,500. Trade discount and cash discount on transactions. Flour traders bought goods with a normal price of 20,000. It is the policy of Leaf Wholesalers to allow 10% trade discount on sales in excess of 20,000. Leaf Wholesalers allow an additional 5% discount if the goods are paid for immediately, and they maintain a profit of 60% on cost price. The normal sales price is 20,000. Trade discount 10%, we deduct 2,000, so the credit purchase price would be 18,000. If the business decides to pay for the goods immediately, an additional 5% discount will be received on the 18,000, and that will give you 900. So they will actually pay 17,100 for the goods. When the cost price is calculated, you must still calculate it on the normal sales price to determine what is the cost price. You deduct the trade discount and the cash discount. The cash discount is deducted on the price after the trade discount was deducted, and the trade discount and cash discount is not recorded in the accounting records. In the books of flour traders, the inventory will increase with 17,100 on the debit side because they bought additional inventory. Bank, that is an asset, will decrease on the credit side because they paid for the goods immediately and the money in the bank decreases. Inventory will be debited, that will increase assets. Bank will be credited, that will decrease assets. A cash invoice is received, and because it's paid immediately, it's recorded in the cash payments journal. If we record this entry in the ledger of Leaf Wholesalers, the business that's selling the goods, 2 double entries will be completed. The first double entry will be at sales price. They receive 17,100, so the bank increases with 17,100. The sales income will increase on the credit side with 17,100. The cost price is 12,500, and your inventory asset will decrease on the credit side with 12,500. If we look at the entries in the accounting equation, we have to complete 2 double entries in the accounting equation as well. The first double entry will be at sales price to indicate that the bank increases assets with 17,100, the money that the business received. Sales is the income that will increase the profits with 17,100, and a cash invoice is now issued. The money is received immediately, so it's recorded in the cash receipts journal. Cost of sales is debited to decrease profits with 12,500. Inventory asset will decrease with 12,500. What did we learn today? trade discount and cash discount is deducted from the purchase price to determine the actual cost price of the goods purchased or to determine your actual sales price. No entry is recorded for cash discount or trade discount. If leaf wholesalers didn't allow trade discount, the profit would have been 7,500, the difference between the normal sales price of 20 and the cost price of 12,500. As they allow trade discount and cash discount, the profit reduced to 4,600 because the sales price was only 17,100 minus the cost price of 12,500.